Hey there, welcome back. I'm Mike, and I recently stumbled upon something with basic autopilot in our Tesla, and I think it's new. This will just be a short video. I want to show you what it is, and then I want to get your thoughts on it. Recently, I was out driving, and I was coming up to a stoplight in an area where I haven't been all that much, and apparently I forgot a stoplight was there. And all of a sudden, my car started blaring warnings at me, and I swear it started slowing down. That much I haven't been able to confirm, but I have been able to confirm the warnings. And this was the first time that I noticed autopilot giving me a warning coming into a stoplight or a stop sign. And this is with basic autopilot. This is the autopilot. This is included with every Tesla that they sell, not the full self-driving, not enhanced autopilot. This is basic autopilot. And I've never really had it happen before where it started blaring warnings when I was on autopilot and I was coming into a stop sign or a stoplight. So what I did is I actually tested it out, and I was like, okay, well, it's kind of early in the morning. I'm going to go ahead and see what happens when I come up to the next red light. Now, for all these tests, the one I'm going to show you today and the ones I did before I figured out that I could duplicate the scenario, it was always safe. I always have my foot over the brake. I always ended up stopping before the red light. There was no cross traffic. I made sure everything was safe. And when I did it the second time, it gave me the warning again. And again, I feel like it slowed the car down a little bit too. I just haven't been able to duplicate that on camera. So let me cut to some video I took of that to show you what I'm talking about. Now, just in case you don't know, you want to look in the upper left-hand corner of my screen. If you see the little steering wheel icon there and it's blue around it, that means autopilot is engaged. All right, here's going to be the first try. I'm coming into a four-way stop. Let me turn on autopilot. I needed to make sure there was no traffic in front of me, and they will have gone through the stop. I don't see cross traffic, so we're going to see if it'll do the warning, and my foot's already over the brake. So I will hopefully, there it is. See the warning? See the warning? That's the warning I was talking about. I do not remember that happening before. Again, I was on autopilot. You can tell that if you just look at that little symbol right there. I was on autopilot. My foot was not on the brake, although I had it hovering over the brake. And obviously you could hear me disengage autopilot once I knew that it wasn't going to stop for me. I'm going to come into this stop sign again with autopilot on. Okay. So engaging autopilot, hopefully there won't be any cross traffic. See, autopilot's on. Now my foot is over the brake because it's not going to stop me. But again, this is basic autopilot, not full self-driving. I'm going to bring now let's see if it warns me because I'm coming in hot. See, take over immediately. Interesting. Again, I don't know when this started. I just happened to notice it one day when I was in an area I'm not normally in, and I did not see, in this case, it was actually a stop light. I didn't see it. All of a sudden it started throwing that message up on the screen, which very much got my attention, which is kind of the point. And I noticed the red light and I hit my brakes. So it definitely serves the purpose. And that's really kind of cool to see because, again, I don't remember basic autopilot ever doing that. And it just adds to the safety, which is fantastic. So once again, coming into a four-way stop, autopilot engaged. My foot is hovering. You probably can't see that, it's down there. Hovering over the brake. I don't see any cross traffic, so this is safe, and I will slam on the brakes anyway. Let's see about the warning. There it is. See? Take over immediately. Because of the rate I was going, I knew I was going to blow through the stop sign. So really, really cool. Just an added safety feature. I really, really like that. Okay, as you can see, there were several examples of it. I'm just curious, if you've got basic autopilot in your Tesla, have you noticed this? Have you ever come across the scenario? If so, is it something that you've noticed the whole time? Have you had this? And I would say this is really for those who maybe had their Tesla at least 6 months or more, because I noticed this first maybe about 3 months ago, and we've had at least one Tesla since 2020. So this is coming up on 4 years of having Teslas, and I have never noticed this until about 3 months ago. And part of me thinks the reason for this is, you know, we've had our Tesla before it was at least displaying that it was detecting stop signs and stoplights and all that kind of stuff. So you pretty much figured it wasn't going to stop for it. And what I always do is when I know I'm coming up to a stop sign, I go ahead and I disengage autopilot. So there really hasn't been a circumstance that I can think of in recent memory where I was on autopilot and coming up to a red light or a stop sign and did not disengage it myself, knowing that it's not going to stop. until I came to that one red light I mentioned in my story. So I'm just curious to know, is this a new thing? Have I missed this for 4 years? In which case, man, what a bummer to have missed it. I don't know if I'm going to find out that I've just been oblivious to this for 4 years, or I'm going to find out that, holy cow, I discovered something new that it can do. But if you would drop a comment down below if this is something you've noticed, and when you noticed it, I would really appreciate it, because I really want to know. So appreciate you watching this short video, and I look forward to hearing your comments, and we will see you on the next video.